Hey everybody, I hope you guys are having a great day. I wanted to take this opportunity here to actually explain my very first full year in sales and how I've closed over $10 million in volume. I've had a lot of you guys, a lot of friends, a lot of family reach out to me asking what it is I do for work, because you guys know I'm in sales and I'm in real estate, but you don't exactly know what I do and why I'm doing so well at it. So a lot of you guys have questions. So I'd like to at least explain my journey in the very first full year, which it's been quite a journey. Let me tell you, this is not, it's not for the weak. This is a very difficult industry to be good at. And as you can see, the eyes under my bag, the bags under my eyes, as you can tell, I've been up since 5 a.m. today. So it's been quite a long day, but I just wanted to sit down here and actually get this going here. And I'm very excited to make this video for you guys. I'm going to answer all your questions. So many people have been swiping up on Snap and then DMing me on Instagram and stuff. And I just want to explain the first full year and how I've done it and how you could do it as well. I'm here to motivate you guys and give you some insight and tell you a lot of stuff that I learned very late. So hopefully this will help everyone out here. So all I actually do for work is I either help people buy homes, getting them pre-approved for it, or I do loans against their existing homes called refinances, home equity loans, home equity line of credit. That's all I do, is I talk to people. I build relationships, I build connections, I build friendships, I build trust, I build professionalism sometimes. But that's all I actually do. Is how I talk to the camera right now is how I talk to all my clients. I'm not the most formal guy. I'm always myself, 24/7, 365, love it or hate it. It is what it is. I am who I am. This is all I do for work, guys. I literally just give people options on what they could do, and they go with whatever option is the best for them. It's that easy to do. So how you actually get started in this industry is you need to find a company or you become a broker or whatever, and you get your license, and then you get all your individual state licenses. It's all a lot of stuff. You have to pass a lot of background checks, credit checks. You can't have any fraud ever on your history. It's pretty hard to get into this ever since the fraud that happened 20 something years ago that everyone loves to bring up. But that's it, guys. That's what I do for work. The journey is something else. How I've gotten to where I've gotten and what I've learned is a massive, I would like to say I learn quickly, and this industry, you have to learn quickly. Let's say that you have to really be trying every single day, really watching what the top producers in your company or top people in general, YouTube videos, whatever, are doing. And you want to emulate that. You want to be yourself, right? But you want to emulate what they do, the strategies they use, the psychology tricks, just stuff like that. That's all you want to do. When I first got hired, I told my branch manager, I was like, hey, who does the best here? He was like, oh, that guy over there, easily. And I was like, can you sit me next to him? Please let me sit next to him. I want to hear the way he talks on the phone. I want to hear his strategies and what he does and how he keeps people on the phone. Because remember, I don't know if you guys know this, but the mortgage industry, the real estate industry in general, very high turnover rate. A lot of people don't survive. You want to know why? Because you got to have extensive, great people skills. If you can't talk to people or keep them interested, they will hang up on you, and that is that. Or if you can't get in contact with realtors and stuff like that, you're done. You have to build relationships. You have to build connections. It's not easy. It's really not. When you first get hired, you're literally going to sound like a robot. You're going to sit there, you're going to read some script they give you. You're going to sound like a complete robot, not even a human. So it's very demoralizing. It takes a lot of time to actually build up the confidence level and the swagger, the charisma, the risk to get to the point where you could just pick up the phone and just not care. Right when you get connected to someone, you're you. Like I said earlier, just how I'm talking to the camera is how I talk to every single client I've had. I closed 60 clients in my first year. I'm going to double it this year. I'm already on pace to, it's only January, and I'm already doing pretty well in January so far. My goal really is to get in contact with a lot more realtors. But that's all I do for work, guys. That's it. There's a lot of ins and there's a lot of outs, like, oh, the programs, the qualifications, this, that, credit, this, that. There's a lot of stuff that goes into a lot of nitty gritty. You got your company software, whatever software they use. There's a lot of stuff to actually go through. There's a lot of different strategies to utilize as well. But you'll learn that as time goes. That's not something I want to talk about because that's something you have to kind of learn on your own. You have to actually kind of do it to learn it. But this video here is just to explain how I did it myself. I'm not you, you're not me, we're different. You're not gonna learn by the ways I've learned, so I don't even want to point that out. So I initially started when the rates were in the 7s. That's the highest they have been in 20 years. You have to understand, so difficult when you're new. You have no idea what you're doing, and all of a sudden the market seems like it's totally against you. But what you don't realize is every single time something negative is presenting itself, there's always something positive. Okay, a lot of guys did not continue their mortgage license. A lot of people quit because they couldn't make sales because the rates were so high. So little Jacob comes in here, doesn't know anything. But how I actually became successful at this and how I'm going to blow 2025 out of the water is when I talk to my clients, guys, I care. I care what their goals are. I care about helping them. I care about their families, their children, what they want to accomplish, when they want to retire, what the 5, 10, 15-year strategy is, and how can I bring value to their lives and their friends' lives, their families' lives, and everything. I care when I talk to everybody. And that's what makes me very different is I spend a lot of time on the phone with these people. I get to know them, I get to know their kids, I get to know their hobbies, I get to know everything. That's it. I'm not a transactional guy. And this number, and how much are your taxes, and how much is your insurance, and how much is your payment, and how much is this. I instead talk about them, their dogs, their pets, where they want to go on vacation, how long have they been married. I build a actual human relationship, because something that most of you here don't exactly know is when you get a lead, right? When someone goes on a website and submits their information, companies buy those leads, right? So my company is partnered with a few where we don't actually have to buy leads, but we buy leads generally from a lot of companies. So guess what? That means other companies are buying a lot of leads as well. So you're competing with 1,000 people that are all calling this one person at one time. They're going to be mad when they pick up the phone getting 1,000 phone calls in an hour. You have to be able to differentiate yourself. You have to be able to calm them down. You have to be able to be a human and care. If you don't care and you're there for the paycheck, it's going to be very, very difficult because you're going to be a very transactional person. And that's not going to work because there's people like me who care, and I'm going to win at the end of the day because I know a lot more about them than you do. So on that actual options call, I can bring up everything that they told me and how this is going to help benefit their lives. That's how I did $10 million, guys. That's it. And this can be in any sales, car sales, jet sales, insurance, anything. This applies to anything. Be a person. Be a person. Care about what you do. Because when you care about them, they care about you. And you best believe they're going to tell their friends and their family about, wow, this handsome young man, Jacob here, helped me out, saved me $1,000 a month, got me a couple skip payments, paid off all my debt, gave me 50 bands in cash. They're gonna tell them about me. And you best believe I'm gonna send them birthday and Christmas cards. You best believe I'm gonna do that and put some of my business cards in there. That's how I did it. I go to work with a purpose. When I'm there's an elevator that I take when I go up to the second floor when I go to work, and I think I could really make someone's monthly paycheck in one day on one phone call if I find the right family who needs my help, and I can't wait to help them. And when I do business with them, I explain everything from step A to step Z. I have high communication. I call every day. I ask about, in case someone, let's just say one of my bars were sick, I check on them every single day. I write it down in my notes. I don't forget. When this is your job, you have to work around the clock. I've pulled applications before people's credit at 12 in the morning before midnight. I've done that because this guy only worked all day long. He was like a doctor. He did 12 on, 12 off, and the only time he could talk was midnight for that certain week, and he needed to do it then. So I called him when he needed to do it, and I was there for him. So that's all I do, and that's how I've been so successful, is I actually care. And that's what you guys need to do. If you want to get in any sales, if you actually care, and I keep saying that, I know, but it's true. It sounds cringy, but it's true. I don't care what you think. That's what you need to do in anything. So if you want to be in the mortgage industry, you got to pass your NMLS test. I can never say that correctly. You got to pass that. It's very hard. It's 50-50 pass fail. It's very difficult. I studied for a month to pass mine, and I passed it by 1 point. That's what I did. So, and I got all my states tests, and I got trained for a little bit. I got the script. I sat next to the best guy in the office. I learned from him, learned from all my mistakes I've made, because guess what? You're going to make so many mistakes. You're going to screw loans up. You're going to screw yourself over because you didn't know that this person didn't qualify because this and then that and then this. There's so many different guidelines. The FHA, Fannie, Freddie, Veteran, any investor advantage where you have an investor that comes in and actually helps fund the money and stuff. Their guidelines are like this big. You're not going to know everything. I don't know everything. It is what it is. I make mistakes all the time. So will you. But guess what? That's how you learn. That's how you become better. And if you become better, you'll become more confident. You become more confident, you will not be scared. When people answer the phone, that is your opportunity. When you reach out to realtors and they want to talk to you, that's your opportunity. You need to build friendships. You need to build relationships. That's this industry in a nutshell, everybody. That's it. That's all I do for work. I don't go outside. I'm not a roofer. I don't work all day out in the hot sun. I used to, and that's why I don't want to anymore. I don't do any of that anymore. You want to know what I do? I sit in an AC office playing basketball, talking on the phone to people that need my help. And I love to help people that need my help. It makes me feel great about what I do, and it gives me enough money to be able to afford what I want to afford. And that's what I do for work. And that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I wanted to kind of make this short. I don't know how long this is. I feel like I've been talking for a while, but everything I've said is extremely valid. And if you guys have any other questions for me, please ask. I'll make more videos talking about a lot of things. I actually want to start uploading. I have some good ideas with some shorts I think would be funny that you guys would appreciate. But seriously, comment anything below. Thank you so much if you made it to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. I really hope that this helped you guys. And if you want to get involved more, message me. I'll point you in the right direction on what I think would be best for you, and we can go from there. But thank you so much, guys. You have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you guys later.